Good day to all of you, and a warmest welcome to the new time. On Silkway, I'm Norbert Kamenov. Kassym-Jomart Tokayev instructed the government to take specific steps to drastically change the current deplorable situation in Ekibastuz and other settlements. The Kazakh Prime Minister reported to the head of state on the progress of repair works carried out in the city. Alekhan Smailov said that the measures taken enabled to bring Ekibastuz out of the critical condition. Currently, the emergency response team for the restoration of heat supply to residential buildings is about to complete its work. President Tokayev tasked the government to thoroughly analyze the faults committed during the preparation of the country's cities for the winter heating season. It is also necessary to address the issues related to the privatized energy assets and responsibility of the owners. The head of state stressed that all the work of the government and law enforcement agencies is under his personal control. This year, the Eurasian Development Bank increased the volume of investment in Kazakhstan's projects to $1.2 billion of US dollars. In 2023, the international financial institution plans to send $1 billion more for the development of the country's priority sectors. This was announced during the meeting of Kazakh Prime Minister Alekhan Smailov with EDB chairperson Nikolai Podguzov. Smailov highlighted the importance of increasing the number of cooperative projects. In turn, Podguzov said that about $4 billion of US dollars are allocated for the implementation of projects in Kazakhstan until 2026. He added that the priority is given to the projects aimed at developing logistics infrastructure, providing water resources, energy and food security, and improving environmental performance. The number of individual entrepreneurs has sharply increased in Kazakhstan, a quarter more than last year. As of November the 1st, small business entities in the country has totaled 1.5 million, which is the highest figure in recent years, the Bureau of National Statistics reports. Domestic entrepreneurs are mainly engaged in trade and automotive repair. The number went up 40% in a year. Along with them, entrepreneurs do their businesses in three more key industries, such as agriculture, fisheries, and real estate. Over the years, their number also noticeably increased in the sectors of public administration, defense, and compulsory social security.
Эксперты наши связывают как раз-таки такое чрезмерное увлечение с именно снижением порога.
Our experts attribute this excessive interest to the lowering of the value-added tax threshold. The government is doing a lot to improve the business climate, business running in Kazakhstan. From January 1st, the VAT registration threshold was also lowered from 30,000 monthly calculation indexes to 20,000, that is about 61,000 tenge. We have a lot of programs, including an entrepreneurship development project. All this is made to develop businesses, primarily small and medium-sized ones. There is the concept of SMEs development until 2030. All these measures, both financial and non-financial, of course, will give a boost.
Концепция по развитию МСБ до 30 года. Поэтому все эти меры, как финансовые, так и нефинансовые, конечно, способствуют.
It is worth pointing out that most of entrepreneurs work in Almaty. Among top three leaders are also the Turkestan region and Astana. The lowest numbers of small businesses are registered in the Ulitau, North Kazakhstan, and Pavlodar regions.
Две области они вновь созданы, это очевидно. Здесь Атамикен, в принципе, уже об этом озвучил.
Needless to say, the newly created regions have low figures. The Atamiken National Chamber of Entrepreneurs has already mentioned this. In general, each region has its own economic priorities. These are the areas that are most attractive for business running. Here, Atamiken proposes to focus on regional programs with local authorities to create the regional programs that will genuinely help develop in priority sectors.
Поможет именно вот эти приоритетные отрасля развивать.
Kazakhstan is planning to introduce customs duty on the export of sunflower seed. The country also intends to impose a quota on sunflower oil starting from January of 2023, the Kazakh Ministry of Trade and Integration announced. In 2021, Kazakhstan exported 97,000 tons of sunflower oil worth almost 117 million of US dollars. In October this year, the country shipped abroad over 5,500 tons of sunflower seeds. a total of 60% of sunflower oil is supplied to Uzbekistan, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, China, the Czech Republic, Lithuania, and Turkey. Scientists in Shymkent are calling for the introduction of medicinal plants into pharmacology. They are concerned about the depletion of rare local flora. That's why experts propose to take medicinal herbs under state protection by setting up a plant reserve. According to them, it is medicinal plants that may help with cancer, tuberculosis, and diabetes. Jibek Joly, who has been engaged in scientific research for 50 years, presented his project to the public. He has explored the medicinal properties of 17 plants growing on the slopes of Kostura mountain in the Baydibek district. The recipes of the scholar were used to make herbal tinctures.
We were able to help around 130 people to overcome cancer diseases. We have monitored their condition over the course, comparing the results of X-rays, CT scans and tests.
Анализдерін дәлелдей отырып, толық жазылғанын біліп отырамыз.
Табиғи дәрілік өсімдіктердің
Private ownership of areas where natural, medicinal plants grow leads to the destruction of the medicinal flora. It needs state support for preservation. It is also necessary to set up a base for training of specialists in higher education institutions.
Kazakhstan will build a pool of professional ethno-mediators. It is expected that it will include about 40 people. This was announced at a meeting of the National Mediation Council. Experts shared the results of the work. Thus, a 5-day advanced training program has been created. As part of it, interethnic reconciliation seminars were held in 18 regions across the country this year. In addition, the professionals were trained in political literacy and psychology.
Мы провели во всех регионах.
We conducted training for specialists in all regions of the country. Our training events were attended by rural governors, district police officers and heads of rural schools, especially those located in areas with a high concentration of different ethnic groups. This will help us to prevent and avoid any misunderstandings and incidents.
Профилактировать и не допускать каких-либо недопониманий и инцидентов.
The antique coins of the 13th century and a copy of Great Abai's Dombra were showcased at an exhibition in the capital of South Korea, dedicated to the 30th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Astana and Seoul. Visitors will have the opportunity to view over 100 exhibits, including archival and modern photographs and video documents revealing the history of Almaty city. Exhibition attendees tried Kazakh national cuisine and enjoyed folk melodies. The exposition presenting unique exhibits will run at the Seoul Museum of History until February of 2023.
Biz осында көрме ұйымдастырсақ, олар келесі жылы
After this exhibition in Seoul, we would like to see our South Korean counterparts in Almaty next year. This will enhance the bilateral friendship between our countries and cities. We are going to build not only economic, but also cultural bridges.
Тек қана экономикалық емес, мәдени тұрғыда да байланыс орнату, көпірлер салу біздің ойымызда бар.
That's all the news we've got for you today. Make sure to stay tuned, and I'll see you very soon.